everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial of how to apply your makeup but look as if you're not wearing any makeup. And I wear this makeup generally every day. At the moment I'm on a teaching practice, so I'm teaching every day, and whilst I don't want to come to school looking like I have just woken up from the dead, I also don't want to come to school and look like I'm kind of done up for the kids. So I try to apply my makeup in a way that looks kind of like I woke up and got out of bed looking like that, but really I'm wearing quite a lot of makeup, so it kind of is a bit deceitful, but hey ho. And I apologise if I'm a little bit jittery today because I'm on my second coffee, and I think that I have invented a new coffee and I'm calling it a chai mocha because it is a coffee from the coffee machine with hot chocolate and chai, you know, that chai powder. I got it from Sainsbury's and it is very good and I'm enjoying it. So first things first, I'm going to prime my skin, and I'm going to use Clarins Beauty Flash Balm, which recommends that you give your skin a radiance in a flash and soothe a thin layer over the face and neck, apply makeup immediately. And it says that you shouldn't rub this in. I'm going to rub it in anyway. I just think that this gives my makeup a really nice finish. It looks really natural, and because I suffer with kind of dry-ish skin, this helps to stop that from happening. After that, I'm going to apply some eye cream, and I'm going to apply two from Clinique. The first is Even Better Eyes Dark Circle Corrector, which is a kind of salmony bisque colour, and this really takes down the redness under my eyes. Just kind of pat that in. And the second one is Clinique All About Eyes, which I love, and I think this is about my fourth pot. I use this all the time and it really helps my concealer not flake. I have problems with my concealer flaking underneath my eyes, so I apply this rather liberally, which is good for the eyes and really bad for my purse. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is spray some Urban Decay De-Slick Oil Control Setting Spray onto a little fluffy brush and pat this over my skin, and this just helps my makeup stay in place a bit better and kind of negates the need for me to use a powder later on. The next thing I'm going to do is use some Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation, which is a really silky light foundation, and it kind of replicates what my skin would look like. It doesn't look masky like a thicker, heavier foundation would look. And I'm going to pat that over my skin and then work it in with a Real Techniques buffing brush. Once that's all worked in, I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm going to use another Bourjois product for this, and it's the Healthy Mix Concealer in number 52, and this is kind of semi-light reflecting. It gives me enough coverage to like cover the under eye circles, but isn't too thick and stodgy that it kind of creases later in the day, so I will pat this in with my ring finger. I'm going to use two concealers. The second is the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer, which I will just use to give a bit more coverage to the under eye circles. And this next step is something I picked up from Wayne from Goss Makeup Artist, and I'm just going to blot my skin, which I find takes down the orangeness, it takes off any excess foundation, and helps my foundation stay a bit longer. The aim with this kind of makeup is to make sure that I'm as not powdery as possible. I find that powder makeup really makes it look like you're wearing a lot of makeup, and I really can't get away from not using powder under my eyes because it just creases uncontrollably. So I'm going to use a very, very small amount of powder under my eyes just to set my makeup, but it is barely noticeable. I'm now going to take off the excess with a little powder brush, which is by e.l.f. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is use some Maybelline creamy makeup, and I bought this because I couldn't afford the Chanel Soleil de Tan, I can't remember what it's called, but I really wanted a cream bronzer for this kind of occasion, and so I just decided to buy a foundation in a pot like this in the darkest shade that I could, and I use this as kind of a creamy contour, so kind of here. I'm then going to work that in with the Real Technique stippling brush. And the next thing I'm going to do is use my trusty Rimmel lipstick in Asia, and I'm going to use this as a cream blush. And again, I'll work that in with the Real Techniques stippling brush. After that, I'm going to set my makeup with a bit more of the De-Slick, and firstly I'm going to use another trick from Goss Makeup Artist, and I'm going to spray a bit of it onto the end of this little triangle sponge which I got from Superdrug. I'm going to set my under eye makeup with it, and then I shall spray it over my face in a kind of star motion, and the aim of this is to kind of set my makeup and to make it look a little bit more like skin and less like I'm wearing makeup. The next thing I'm going to do is my eyes, and first of all I'm going to curl my eyelashes for a really natural looking full lash. So I've curled my eyelashes, and the next thing I'm going to do is put a tiny, tiny amount of mascara onto my eyelashes, and I'm going to try and kind of wipe the excess off onto the tube so that I don't apply too much that it looks really not natural. And while that's still wet, I'm going to kind of work through it and brush it off with a bit of this eyebrow brush. As you can see, I've tried using this end here, but I always feel like the bristles kind of don't separate enough, and it makes it look kind of all one lash, and whereas using this end it makes it look so much more natural. And then I'm going to repeat on the other eye. Okay, we're nearly done. The last thing to do is the eyebrows, which I'm just going to quickly comb through with some clear mascara, which is from Collection, another Collection product. Last but not least, I'm going to add a very light covering of Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream to keep my lips nice and moisturised, and also to add a nice sheen to my lips. So this is the finished look. I think it's quite a believable no makeup look. It's the look that I wear to try and make people think that I'm more naturally good looking than I really am. And I hope you like it. I will see you in my next video. Bye!